watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted Best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry. Thanks for joining us on A's Country Radio, and we're also streaming at KPVM.TV. We're also on your Roku devices. It is Monday, July 29th. In our top story, a Pahrump man leads the Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies in pursuit on an ATV. However, it ran out of gas. Sheriff Joe McGill tells us more.
Hi, I'm Sheriff Joe McGill. This afternoon at around 1:15, I believe, we had a vehicle pursuit with an ATV. The pursuit began in the area of 372 in Pahrump Valley. The driver of the ATV failed to yield to the emergency vehicle, which initiated a traffic stop due to the ATV being unregistered and on the roadway. The driver fled down several streets in the west area of the valley, in the area of 372, Charleston Park, Barney, Leslie, Banovich, in that area. Eventually the vehicle came to a stop. It appears that it became disabled and the driver was taken into custody. The driver will be arrested for felony eluding the police as well as other traffic offenses. Thank you.
And a previous offender in Las Vegas wanted by Metro following a robbery and sexual assault. Rory Rossell reports.
University Police Services are asking for the public's help in locating a suspect accused of robbing and fondling a woman at the UNLV campus on Friday morning. At approximately 5:50 in the morning, police said the suspect approached the victim at the UNLV Greenspun Hall. He started by grabbing her breasts and striking her, according to the report, and then allegedly took the victim's phone by force as well. The suspect fled the area eastbound across Maryland Parkway, according to UNLV police. According to officials, the suspect appears to be the same individual that was arrested for open and gross lewdness in the women's restroom at the College of Southern Nevada at the North Las Vegas campus on July 8th. Police described the suspect as a black man, around 25 years old, who is 6'2", with a slim build, black hair, brown eyes, and last seen wearing a gray Lady Rancho Rams high school shirt and green Rams shorts. If this individual is seen on any NG campus, contact University Police Services immediately at 702-895-3669.
And the Nevada Department of Motor Vehicles say they don't know when the Pahrump location will be opening back up following a fire on Friday. Ava Parducci reports.
Well, Pahrumpians, if you were awaiting a DMV appointment, you'll have to wait longer. The Nye County Sheriff's Office shared in a statement earlier this morning that the Pahrump DMV office will be closed for an unknown period of time. Last Friday, fire erupted at 1780 East Basin Avenue. The cause of the fire remains unclear, with speculations of the fire starting on the roof and spreading through the building's electrical system. Luckily, in the meantime, Las Vegas offices have agreed to handle additional traffic for Nye County residents. No appointment needed.
And News 25 is reminding the community that if you need to re-register your vehicle, there is a kiosk inside of Albertsons here in Pahrump, or you can also complete your registration online at dmv.nv.gov. And Clark and Nye counties are lucky to call the Nevada National Security Sites our trusted neighbor. So, News 25 Las Vegas correspondent Maria Centers is joining us from the silent heroes of the Cold War National Memorial to showcase the NNSS's latest happenings.
The almighty Nevada National Security Sites are located just 60 miles away from the Las Vegas Strip and are home to America's nuclear weapons stockpile. This site ensures that America's nuclear weapons stockpile remains safe, secure, and reliable. The Nevada National Security Site just concluded this season's National Domestic Preparedness Consortium as America's political climate continues to unfold.
When the National Domestic Preparedness Consortium was first formed, we looked at what are the big threats out there. And when you look at WMD, radiation plays such a critical role. Our terrorist enemies want to inflict maximum damage with minimal amount of effort on their part, and certainly a radiation attack is something that would cause havoc within our nation.
The NDPC was formed after the Oklahoma City bombing and meets semi-annually.
The T1 facility allows us to show a very realistic post-detonation experience. We gave them an overview of the training. We walked them through some of the scenarios that we set up using some of the props that are out there, and described what the students would do and what actions we would take to enhance the student experience.
A little quadrant of the back on top.
As radiation is invisible and non-detectable, responders conduct authentic desert field trainings.
You really have to experience it, and that's one of the things that kind of sets our training apart, is we have to make it very realistic so that it's very believable.
So the neutrons are going up now.
You could go out and simulate a lot of things, but people really won't have the confidence in their equipment and their ability to interpret the equipment without actually going out and doing it themselves.
So the radiation is coming from that direction.
The NDPC evaluates first responder trainings, including relevance and preparedness.
For us, for CTOS, while we train there, and that's because we can give them a larger scale background of radiation. That's important because when it comes to training first responders for radiation, it gives them the confidence in their instruments that they're employing to detect radiation.
Proudly reporting from the National Cold War Memorial that we're so lucky to have right here in Nevada. Now back to our studios over the hump in Pahrump. For News 25 Las Vegas, I'm Maria Centers.
Now the Nye County Sheriff's Office needs your help locating a 15-year-old missing girl.
Attention everyone, we're currently searching for a 15-year-old Michaela Britt who has been reported missing. Michaela is described as having short hair and wearing 2 earrings in each ear along with a gold or silver chain. She might also be known as Kayla or Mickey. Michaela left around 3 a.m. this morning with another girl named Kenzie from Lancaster, California. They were headed across the state line towards Pahrump, and she may be accompanied by 2 other adults. If you have any information about her whereabouts, please contact local authorities immediately.
Well, don't grab that remote unless you're still all shook up. Did you feel that quake earlier? More on that when News 25 returns.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. In more local news, a Pahrump woman is arrested for living in a hazardous environment with her 14-year-old daughter and 22-year-old nonverbal son.
On Saturday, July 27th, deputies responded to a residence for a welfare check. The reporting party was requesting a welfare check on a 14-year-old girl and a 22-year-old nonverbal man who was allegedly mentally and physically disabled. The caller allegedly reported photos that show what looks to be a meth pipe, a white substance on a mirror in the residence, and the residence being in poor condition. Upon arrival, deputies knocked on the door and the 14-year-old answered. Responding officers noted that the residence in these conditions was hazardous to any occupant inside, and the Department of Child and Family Services was contacted. Inside the home, deputies reported that there was clothing, trash, and possible feces everywhere. Deputies asked the girl when she last ate and when she last showered. She responded saying that she had fast food that morning but had not showered in 2 weeks because the water pressure allegedly did not work well enough to be effective in her bathroom. They asked if the woman, later identified as Rebecca Anderson, was home, and the girl responded saying that she was at work. After getting Anderson's phone number, deputies called her advising these living conditions were, according to the declaration, unacceptable and that she needed to return home. Anderson was asked when she returned home if a search could be done, and she granted it. The search revealed numerous marijuana pipes along with the mirror with the white residue on it that had been seen in the photos provided. Further investigation revealed that the 14-year-old's bathroom toilet did not work, according to the report, and the girl stated that she was not allowed to use Anderson's shower but did not state why. Following observations of the 22-year-old man, deputies say that he was a vulnerable person due to having more than one physical or mental limitation. Anderson was arrested and booked into the Nye County Detention Center and is facing charges of child abuse or neglect and abuse towards a vulnerable person. When deputies told Anderson that she was being arrested, she allegedly became argumentative, saying that these things were not her fault, that they were the 14-year-old girl's fault for not listening to her, helping her, or taking a shower. DCFS remained on scene to take both the 14-year-old girl and the 22-year-old man into custody.
Well, there have been a few earthquakes in the last few hours, over the past 24 hours to be exact, and News 25 has your look at the details behind these shaky events.
Within the past 24 hours, there has been 2 moderate earthquakes in the Nevada area. One of the earthquakes was felt around 1 p.m. today in the Mojave Desert, with an epicenter of 13 miles just east of Barstow, California, according to officials. The depth was about 4.3 miles and the magnitude was 5.2. There was at least 2 aftershocks with magnitudes of 3.5 and 2.8. It is unclear if any damage has been reported. There was another earthquake on Sunday, July 28th with a 4.5 magnitude centered near Bryan Head, which was felt and reported by people from near Beaver to Nevada's Mesquite on Sunday night. According to most reports, it was also coming from Cedar City and St. George area. The quake was reported around 11:29 p.m., and the depth came to 12.2 miles below surface, according to information released by the University of Utah. It was allegedly 19 miles from Cedar City and 14 miles from Bryan Head.
Well, here's the benefit of living in a wonderful community like Pahrump. Everyone bands together for anyone who's experiencing tough times, like longtime resident Mike Hickey, who's currently in the hospital.
Longtime Pahrump Valley resident, realtor, and local musician Mike Hickey is in need of our help and prayers. Mike is in the Southern Hills ICU in Las Vegas. His prognosis is hopeful. Mike has been a champion of many causes throughout his 3+ decades in the community. He has always been the first to donate his time and his talent to multiple causes. Now it's time to help pay it forward. A benefit for Mike, called Jam for Mike, will be held at Treasures RV Resort on Highway 160 on Sunday, August 4th, 3 p.m. until, ? If you play music, come on out and share your talents. A big thank you to Treasures, the venue, and the band In Denial for hosting this event. For more information, call Scott Harris at 775-537-8699.
Valley Electric Association hosts their 18th annual Fill the Bucket Truck fundraiser. So News 25 is speaking with the people who put together this amazing event.
Over the weekend, Valley Electric Association hosted its 18th annual Fill the Bucket School Supply Drive. On Saturday from 9 to 1, locations were open for public donations to support local schools and students. News 25 has the details.
Hey, we're really excited. Valley Electric's down at Walmart. We're collecting supplies for all the school kids. This is our 18th year of Fill the Bucket. Please come out and help us out.
Come on out, guys.
Yes, we're also at Albertsons and Smith's, and we have lists for shopping. So you can either drop by and give us a donation of any dollar amount, or you can go in and shop for supplies and drop them off to us.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Well, the Olympics are officially underway in Paris. A closer look at the U.S. women's basketball team's gold-winning efforts after this break.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyers, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. Well, if you're not glued to the TV watching the Olympics, never fear. Mikey Ruhan is here with an award-worthy look at sports.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. Las Vegas Aviators took 4 out of 6 in the Battle of Nevada. They won last night 6-1 against the Reno Aces. Next up for the Aviators, they welcome the Albuquerque Isotopes tomorrow. Las Vegas swimmer Katie Grimes has advanced to the final of the women's 400-meter individual medley. Grimes finished second in the preliminaries, behind only fellow U.S. swimmer Emma Wyant. U.S. men's basketball team rolled past Serbia in the opening game at the Paris Olympics. The women's final is scheduled for Monday, July 29th at 11:30 p.m. And the Vegas Nighthawks fell to the Arizona Rattlers 39-38 at Lee's Family Forum on Saturday. The matchup marked the first playoff game in Nighthawks franchise history. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
And if you did not know, that song in our sportscast is also award-worthy, thanks to Mikey Ruhan and his original tune. This also just in, Asia Wilson scored 24 points to help the U.S. women's basketball team beat Japan 102-76 in the Olympic opener for both teams. The Americans now have a 56-game Olympic winning streak that dates back to Barcelona games. And turning back now to local news, we have a new member of the News 25 and KPVM family. Eric Bear from The Eric Bear Show is here to formally introduce himself to viewers here on KPVM.
KPVM, thank you so much for allowing me, Eric Bear from The Eric Bear Show, to come on and just share a little bit about myself. I started out in the acting world in Detroit, went to Chicago, theater, TV, film, went out to LA, had a lot of friends in LA. An attorney, another one was a bartender, I worked in the restaurant industry, and then another one was just another good friend from the restaurant. And they all said, Eric, you got to do something with all this energy, and you know, you have fun with people and do that. You got to get this on the screen. And I was like, you know, I always thought about working for someone else and getting on a movie or doing something like this. But they said, you got a good message, it's positive, you love people, you care about people, you care about their story and where they've been and how that they can grow, and you're always coaching and helping people and doing all this stuff. Just do that and put it on the TV. So it was like, okay, let's do that. I said, well, and they said, just do the YouTube. There's so many people that are doing YouTube channels, do that. So I went out and spent $3 grand on camera equipment and sound equipment, started learning it, but you know, first couple ones were a little choppy. I had to figure out the wind situation. You had to learn how to button that up when you had the wind going on and plan for that and the lighting and different things. But it's something that, it was wonderful because then when I moved to Las Vegas, KPVM saw that and saw what was going on the YouTube and said, I like this positive energy. I like the fact that he's bringing in faith. I like the fact that he's accepting of literally everything. I like the fact that he's bringing love, understanding, coaching, and he's got this past that's wild and crazy, and he's bringing it all to us. So God bless you, and thanks for tuning into my channel, Sundays 9 a.m.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Well, let's look out through our weather cam at the last couple of days of July. August is right around the corner, but those temperatures keep screeching up. A closer look in weather after the break.
Good evening Nevada, I'm Rory Rossell here from the Channel 25 Weather Studios and streaming everywhere at KPVM.TV and now Roku. Taking a look at Nevada right now up in northern Nevada, Fernley is at 91 degrees, Fallon is at 94, Carson City at 86, Tonopah at 88, Goldfield at 90 degrees, Beatty at 97, Amargosa and Las Vegas are both sitting at 104, and Death Valley is 10 degrees higher at 114 degrees. But here in the Paradise of Pahrump, it is currently 100 degrees. The high today just a little while ago was 101. It was sunny today, wind blowing south at 12 miles per hour, humidity 4%, and the sun rose this morning at 5:48 and is going to set tonight at 7:51 p.m. The humidity raises up to 11% and the wind continues to blow southeast at 10 miles per hour. The low tonight is 73 degrees, and with clear skies, let's take a look at the rest of the week. It looks like we're going to have a few clouds in the sky on Thursday through Sunday, and next week it's going to be sunny again. We are staying in the triple digits throughout the entire week. It looks like our low is going to be 100 degrees, which means our double digits are coming here shortly. And it also looks like we have a small chance of rain on Sunday at 15%, and just a little bit of that monsoon weather hitting us. Make sure to stay hydrated, Nevada. Back to the desk. Here's UNET.
Thanks so much, Rory, and we'll take it. Did I actually see 70s for the overnight lows? We love it. Well, we're going into August pretty soon, so thanks for that forecast. And please be sure to still stay hydrated out there. Everyone drink plenty of water. We're still northwards of 100 for our highs. Well, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm UNET Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and A's Country Radio, we'll see you on the air next newscast. Good night.